trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
First play, Watson to the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen gets this one to Morris. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it's second down.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out.
And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. First carry for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. It's Coleman.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, You'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught by Davis.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Back to the ground, Cook. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 9.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 32. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The Browns' D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And Davis has it over the middle.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Cook up the gut. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal.
To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
From the 41, Watson.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
James Cook running back out now.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Morris.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Allen now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, Allen. And it's caught.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is Cook with a grab. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is, how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, you'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Cleveland offense making their way out. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And here come the Bills. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen gets this one to Morris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, Amari Cooper couldn't pull it in there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And now out come the Bills.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Number 28, James Cook, ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Allen. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of
Personal
bounds.
foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Cook fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bills are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On first down, it's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Watson.
He'll get this to Bell.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Watson hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Third and long. It's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again on first down. Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody.